Hey guys, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Coaching for the Soul, Thursday at 3. Question and answer session again. If you're watching this live, hello, 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 even on Bill Hobart Facebook page. Hello, hello. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like the video and leave a comment, seven emojis, 7 words, whatever. I don't care if you say hi Bill, or just Bill all the way down there. And then subscribe. Yeah. So we'll see who pops on. I got 2 of them going, simulcasting on Bill Hobart today, again. So we'll see what goes on. Yeah, hey Allison, hey Shannon. What's up? Just doing question and answer. So we'll see what's going on with everybody. Yeah. Hey Sherry, what's up? Yeah, Daisy's on the couch. She just came in from outside, and she is going to she's going to sleep. Yeah.
If you think it could be serious, ask me to call emergency services or someone you trust.
Allison, it's the 29th of June through the 26th of July. Hi Nancy, how's it going? Lene, I'm in my living room. If you're on Bill Hobart Facebook page, I do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock. Usually on Bill Clairvoyant, usually not on Bill Hobart, but I'm doing it on Bill Hobart now. There's a few people that can't connect to Bill Clairvoyant. So this is my house. Yeah, it's my apartment. Yeah, so, yeah. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Is that what you're talking about, Chris? Hey, Kathy, what's going on? Yeah, there's a lot of energy in my house today. Pretty good energy today. So if you have questions that you'd like to ask, go ahead and put them in the, hey Debbie, put them in the, I can't even talk again today. Hey Taz, put them in the comments, in the feed, yeah, on both sides, okay? So Taz, of course, my friend, solstice energy is supposed to be really big and intense. It's going to be crazy. What changes are we going to see? For yourself or for the collective? Because during this retrograde, this is when everything happens. When everything blows up. Because the retrograde is in, I just forgot. Cancer. Retrograde's in Cancer. Yes. Both, well, for the collective, for the country and the world, it's going to be, especially for the country, it's going to mean when everything becomes a cluster F. When everything starts to truly fall apart. I keep getting, it's when the military is going to come in and chimes and remove the president and the cabinet. Yeah. I got chimes on that. So yeah, pretty much. And then for yourself, the amazing thing with yourself is because it's in Cancer, it's not going to be as difficult as it is in other zodiac signs. But because Cancer's love, it's at the top of water. But it will change dynamics between people. Like I expect a certain someone to show up at my house. Hey Susan, or Suzanne, yeah. Hey Diane. So I expect a certain someone to show up at my house during that time. Just because. Hey Lacey. And so it's going to be important that Mercury is communication. Doesn't matter if it is on the computer, out of your mouth, to you, in a text, in an email, right? In just a conversation online, like Messenger, things like that, Zoom. Yeah. You just have to watch what you say. You have to be really particular on what you say. But the awesome thing is, it's not going to be as intense as it would be, like it was last time, in Gemini, or even in Taurus. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Lene. You came over here. Cool. Thanks. Hello, Haley. I am so sorry, Haley. Next time in the future, if that happens again, gotta call me on the phone. Just call me and say, Bill, I didn't get it, blah blah blah, then one of the people that's on the Zoom will send it to you. They're really good about that. So last time we had our monthly Zoom call on Zoom, and that comes from the memberships. Every month we get together, anybody who would like to, out of the 25 or 26 people that are in the memberships, if they want to join the call for an hour, usually it's an hour and a half conversation, everybody gets to talk about what has happened in the last month. It's very cool. And you get to see everybody's progression, and everybody the tribe is really strong. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty great. Yeah, but because people have left, there's now 4 spaces open in the memberships. So if anybody's interested, billhobart.com. Yeah, text me, call me, whatever, and I can tell you some stuff about it. But it is on the website at Bill Hobart. Yeah, yeah. So that's that. So Taz, so that's what that is. And Mercury retrograde is not going to be as intense this year. For me, it's going to be, hey, Savannah, for me, because it's in Cancer and I'm a Capricorn directly across the zodiac wheel, right? I may feel it more, but not on a negative side, on a positive side. Yeah. Then we just have to watch what you say. So right now we're in the energy. We're in the pre-shadow. And it goes until the 26th of July, and it lasts about 10 days after. The great thing about that is that it wanes every day. It wanes every day. And normally you can tell when it goes forward again, because it's going to go back to 26 degrees of Cancer. It's going to go up to 26 degrees. It's going to go up to, it's at 26 degrees now. It's going to go back to 16 degrees. And then when it turns direct on the 26th of July, it's going to go back to 26 degrees. Hey, Alexis, 26 degrees of Cancer. Okay? So 16 degrees of Cancer is in the middle of the zodiac sign. So you kind of go backwards, which is what it's about, the retrograde, right? So you may have to go over some things that you learned or that you didn't learn the first time around when it happened 2 months ago, okay? So understand that as it comes out and goes direct, is what it's called, you're going to feel a sense of relief. And that just depends on how you coach yourself, how you manage yourself, how you talk yourself out of being all up in your head and things like that. Because it is, alien, it is in Cancer. That's love. So you have to make sure that if somebody comes into your life that you don't know yet, or somebody, Taz, who comes back into your life for a minute, not a lifetime, you have to make sure that you're paying attention to that. Paying attention to that. And not allowing yourself to fall all in because it's sabotage. Mercury is big time in sabotage. I'm going to get her all into it. And then guess what? On the 26th of the month, maybe the 27th, the 20th, maybe the 29th, all of a sudden that person's going to disappear. Or maybe in the middle of the retrograde, it's going to disappear. And then you're like, oh my God, what did I do? I put my heart out there. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You just have to protect your heart. You just have to protect your heart. If you haven't already gotten messages that person's for you. Okay? So everybody, if you'd like to ask a question, go ahead and put it in the comment section, and I will answer your questions for you all afternoon until 4 o'clock. Okay? Let me see who's on. Does anybody have a question? Pop it in the comments, please. Even on Bill Hobart, if you want to ask a question, I will try on my phone to get to it. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll try. If I can't answer it now, I'll answer it when I get done after I post it on Facebook and post it on YouTube and I take Daisy for a walk. Okay, so and I'm telling you, it will be on my Bill Clairvoyant Facebook page. It automatically goes over there. So yeah. Okay, Lene, what can I do to heal my eyes? So Lene, what is it about your eyes? Because Spirit says you just have to, you just have to tell yourself to see. Yeah, yeah. But put in the comments what's wrong with them. Yeah. Okay, so Sherry, my building contractor hasn't called back about the apartment fixes. Spirit says he's sorting the schedule with coordinator on my behalf. Agree? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, we have to understand, Sherry, that if he has a number of properties that he's managing or whatever, you're not going to rise to the top. Not going to rise to the top. Sometimes you will, but in this case, it's about you waiting. Yeah, you're not going to get screwed. Burned in the Sunshine Coast weather. I'm assuming that you went to the optometrist or to the doctor and got drops. That's just, okay. So Spirit is saying about that is I don't know if you just look to holistic medicine for your cures, but Spirit says this time you need to have prescription to heal them faster. To heal them faster. Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay? Okay, so Haley, Spirit has been making my right ear ring a lot. Okay. I asked them who is it, but haven't gotten an answer. Okay. All they want you to do when you have that happen is to call it out, recognize it, chimes, and say, so Spirit, who's in my right ear? Spirit, who's in my left ear? Spirit, why is my crown chakra lighting up? Okay, that's all. It's all about them understanding that you are getting the message, that you're getting the connection. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and also Spirit says, Haley, you and I haven't talked in a while, and you're kind of full of stuff. So you need to book your appointment. Okay, I don't know why you haven't, because you're paying for it. So because you're blocking again, my friend. You do not allow. You do not allow. And when you have something that comes into your life that gets your attention, Spirit says, you veer away from them. Okay? Oh, burn in the sun mowing. Oh my gosh. I'm really struggling to get up in the morning. I'm exhausted. Well, Haley, that's because understand that that they're working on you 24 hours a day. Okay? As you're sleeping, they're working on your body because you're allowing it to happen. More so than if you did it when you're awake. Hey, Kimberly. And so they're also working on you during the day, which you're also awake and you're working in this energy. So understand they're double teaming you, and that's to get you to the point where you can hear your spirit guides, getting you to the point where you can receive messages, and you can continue to grow into who you're supposed to be. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Rusty. Yeah. Lene, I would go to the doctor. That's what Spirit is telling me. But I'm a doctor guy, right? I'm not a holistic medicine guy. I'm none of that. And the reason is I have two friends. One passed away. One did not. But holistic things, creams and other things. One killed a good friend of mine, and another friend lost all her immunity completely. Her immune system completely went away. So she can't leave her house. Everything has to be perfectly clean. She has to wear a mask all the time. Yeah. So it's been yeah. So I'm not a holistic guy at all. Anybody who wants to do it is cool. But my life got saved by medicine. So if I would say from what they're telling me is that go to the optometrist or go to the doctor, because they will give you drops that you can use to heal them up faster and more appropriately, Spirit says. Okay? So Chris is saying over at Bill Hobart, I've been told by the other side I'm not, it's a slow connection all of a sudden. I'm not sleeping well, which is true, but what steps can I take to get better sleep? Xanax, I take Xanax every night, a 0.25 every night. Okay? And I can sleep, well, with the dog, I get maybe 7 hours, maybe 6.5, 7 hours sleep a night. And it makes me sleep. That I can't take the other things. I have weird freaking dreams with trazodone and stuff like that. It doesn't work for me. So, also I will say that there are exercises to do before you go to bed to help you release the energy that's in your body from the day. Some people will say, well, it makes me hyper. Okay, then do another type of exercise, leg lifts and stretches and things like that to release the energy that's in your body. We're all getting there, right? We're going to have to do things before we go to bed because we're going to be so overstimulated. Hey, Sherry, we're going to be overstimulated. And so there has to be a way for us to be able to calm ourselves down. But Chris, I would say that, and we can talk about it when we talk. I think it's next week. I think it's when you book your monthly appointment. Yeah. So So let me see who's next. And Chris, if you want to follow up on that, just let me know. Okay. So all right. Okay. Let me see if I make sure I got everybody. Okay, Nancy. I always feel like summer brings me injuries and health issues. What's up with that? Because you're more active. Because, again, you could be a winter soul, Spirit says, where you like the winter better because it is more comfortable for you. But usually it's because we're outside, we're not in the house or the apartment. We are more active. And now, because we're in the state of delusion, I wouldn't say delusion for some people, but in the midheaven place, right, between 4 and 5, I stumble all the time. And I'm surprised I haven't fallen. And with the dog, she kind of runs ruckshot, right? And I have to pull her back and things like that. But it's probably that. That's what they're saying, is that you're much freer you're much freer in the warm weather than you are in the snow and the cold. Yeah, snow and the cold. Does that make sense? Let me know, okay? Okay. They're trying to build a solar panel farm next to my cottage in Canada. Do you see this happening? Yes, I see that happening. Yes. Yeah. Yep. And why are you opposed? Is it because it's too close to your house, your cottage? Here's Rusty. You can also okay, more of that. Hey, Bryn, what's going on, honey? I'm also showing off the energy help for the day. Hi, Kathy Bean. What's up, girl? Hey, Suzanne. I hear a hum every night for over 10 years. It's external, or is it the earth? Honey, that is your vibration in your head. I've had the hum, my ears hum so loud when I'm in high vibe. Well, now they're just, and they just continue. It just continues. And it's how I used to go to sleep when I was a child. I would listen to the humming in my head. It would calm me down and I would go to sleep. Yeah. But that's what it is. It's you think it's external, but it's not actually. It's actually in your head. That's what they're telling me, because I have the exact same thing. Yeah. Do you vibrate in your bed, Suzanne? Have you ever woken up and you're vibrating? Like boom, 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 boom. Let me know. Okay? So, answered Chris. So, Chris is the last one. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, if you guys have a question, put it in the comment section, please, and I will answer it for you. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's going to get more intense, but you'll also just get used to it. We mind hum all the time. There can be a little bit of ring at the top, right? But it's just and you have vibrated in your bed. So it's all the same thing. When I vibrated the first time, it freaked me out because I was laying in bed asleep, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 and my body kept shaking, boom, boom, boom. Thinking, okay, spirit, come on. What are we doing with this? Why is the vibration now? It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I was chilling like a villain in sleep. And then I could go back to sleep after because they just wanted me to wake up and recognize it. Yeah. And that's just them just letting you know that you're that vibration so that you can use it to your advantage, basically. Okay, so Diane, yes, it is going on local farmland and will harm wildlife and the water tributaries that feed into farms. Okay. Yeah, it's going to go in there. I can tell you straight up. Yeah, I can tell you straight up it's going to happen. Yeah. Spirit says it's not going to be as bad as you think. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Yeah. Because we have them here. Lots of them. From DTE and Consumers Energy. So, yeah. Kathy Bean, what is occurring with the difficulty falling asleep? I can be so tired but can't fall asleep. Does it deal? What's that, Days? Door opener? Yep, it is. Okay. Can't fall asleep. Does it deal with spirit nearby? No, honey, it's about, like I was saying to Chris, is that there's going to be a point in time when we have to learn how to release the energy out of our body that has gotten us into 5D because we need to fall asleep in 3D. Can't fall asleep in 5D yet. Okay, and so it's about doing exercises and things, which I can post because I've got a few of them that I've saved, I think, but I get them all the time, and I don't have to use them because I got the Xanax. So they're definitely available on Facebook Reels, but it's all about expelling that energy from your legs, especially, and that's just because we mostly use them all day, and it carries us. Yeah. So, because you can't shut your mind off, right? I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay, Chaz, I've been working on my business and at the same time, I'm being redirected. 2 paths opening for me, one spiritual and the other corporate. Do you see me getting a contract soon? Okay, so your guides are asking, my guides are asking, basically you, how are you going about, Chimes, how are you going out about manifesting a contract? Okay, are you passionately asking for it, or are you spiritually asking for it, right? Spirit, I want a contract, not I need a contract. If you're saying I need a contract to pay my bills, I need a contract I need a contract, that is being in 3rd dimension, and it's not going to happen. That's not the way to manifest. It doesn't work anymore. Didn't barely work then. Now it's got to be, Spirit, I want a contract so I can continue my work, blah, 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 blah. I want a contract, Spirit. Again, I will say this, I need you to help me with this, but I want the only time I'll ever tell you to use the word need is when I need you to help me with this. It isn't a 3rd dimensional thing. It's like, I need you to help me. They know that, but unless we ask them for help, they cannot help us. They cannot help us. So that's what I would say. How are you directing the want? What are you saying in the want? And how often is your energy in fear or in sacrifice or in struggle? Ask when you're happy. Hey, Spirit, so where's that contract at? I know it's coming. I can feel it. Where's it at? Having that energy of it already being there. Of it already being there. Okay? So go back here. Oh, there's Cat. Yeah, monkey mind, exactly. Suzanne. I say mantras every night, and eventually as soon as I say one, I'm in. There you go. There you go. Yeah. If that works for you, that's awesome. Because mantras are tailor-made for you. Again, now I'm addicted to the Xanax, so I would never go off it just because I get such good sleep. Where in the past I never have. I've never been able to have good sleep. And for Capricorn, it's one of the things that we absolutely struggle with. We really love our sleep. I really love my sleep. Just because Capricorn is so up here all the time, trying to get things done and getting our brains to work really hard. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So Shannon, do you keep being kicked out or something, or do you keep coming back in? I don't understand what that is. Yeah, because it fills up the feed. I don't know what that is. Anyway, guys, if you want to ask a question, please put it in the comment section and I'll answer it for you. Okay. We've got about another half an hour left, so ask away. Okay, Kimberly. In the company for 11 years in August. We got a new CEO in November, last year. He's changing a lot. He's going to change a lot. They always do. He's changing a lot and bringing in a lot of his people. Where do you see me fitting into this, or is it time to move along? It's not time to leave. Okay. It's not time to leave. Yeah. Hey, Dennis. And, yeah, it's not time. It's not time. Okay. So are you offset by, where's the fear at? Is it the fear you're going to be replaced, or are you against the changes? Because is that what you normally have done? But there's something, but there's something that is, that you have to make, the spirit says that's fear of being let go or whatever. And if you're asking and you asked about, should I move on? That's survival. Okay. That's survival mode. So it's about asking your guides, is it time? And if it is, I want you to bring me what's next. Okay. That's the best way. That's the best way to do that. Okay, but I don't see you leaving there. Yeah, I don't see you leaving there this year. Not this year. Unless something comes up. But this is a teaching moment for you, Spirit says. Okay? Is it how do I deal with change? Because we're all changing. And some of us can do, and again, when it comes to our job, it is personal. And which actually means that I'm in fear of losing my job. I need to get a new job before I quit. I need to get a new job because I need to have a job. That's fear and struggle. Yeah. So does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. The door keeps opening because of the freaking wind. Okay. I may have to sell. I grew up there. There, my parents were born in the area, and from vacation my whole life. Many families have relatives. My dad built the cottage and was there every summer. Other families. She bought it 27 years ago. Okay. Well, don't make any of those decisions yet. All right, because you don't know what they have in store. Right? Don't and being in that mindset of, okay, I have to, don't do that. Don't do that. That's that's 3D. It's a third dimensional reaction to, oh my God, they're going to do this. Don't let yourself be in there. Okay. So Spirit, when it happens, don't do anything before, right? Get that out of your mind, because your ego's going to grab that, honey, and just beat you down with it out of fear, out of fear, out of fear. And you might see them working or doing something on the land, which is going to, again, send you into fear and fear and fear. Okay. And again, sometimes it's time to go. Sometimes it's time to go on to new things, you know, and they'll let you know. I would say that you will probably sell in the next year and a half or so, maybe 2 years, because it's time for new energy. It's time for new energy. It's time for you to move on, Spirit says. Yeah. Again, sometimes we're there, and it's time to move on to out of our memory box. Okay, like for myself, I just emptied another box of. I had 2 boxes left of this family stuff, and I threw most of it away on Tuesday night. Most of it away. Don't need it. I'm gonna shred the pictures. I don't need the pictures of my family. I already got them. I know who they are. Things like that. And I don't have any. You don't really want to have pictures of dead people in your house anywhere, or on the walls and stuff in your house, because it just keeps their memory embodied in 3D. It's 333, guys. And it can hold you back from truly healing 100%. Okay. No, Taz, I don't. I saw a firefly floating in the trees, and then I realized it wasn't a firefly because it was constantly. That was a fairy, Suzanne. It's one of your fairies. Yeah, one of your fairies. That's why you could see it. And it flit around. Yep. Chimes. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Kimberly. Well, Diane, we got to get you out of that, because you can't be in fear. You can't be in fear and travel into 5 and get up to 5D. And this may be one of the reasons why the solar farm is going next door to your cottage, to challenge you to get out of fear. Because fear is a place that will absolutely bring you all kinds of disease into your body if you don't release it, if you don't heal it. Yep. My mother died of brain cancer and at 59 years old, and in 1988. And that's because of her constantly worrying about things, not being happy. She was not a happy woman. And there was reasons for that, which were my sister and I. She didn't want any more than 2 kids, and she had 4. And I came 5 years after my older brothers. And then my sister came, well, after I was born, she got pregnant 4 months later. So again, my sister was coming, and that set her all off in a freaking whack. Yeah. And where she wasn't a really attentive mom. You know, she was all up in her head. And that's one of the reasons why she got brain cancer. You know, yeah. It happens. Because when that energy's in your body and you're not expelling it, if you're always in fear, if you're constant fear, fight or flight, you're engaged with your ego, and that thing will run you into the ground. Absolutely run you into the ground. That's its job, is to try to keep you alive. Okay, Amanda. I was set to go back to babysitting, but Mom decided not to take the job she got and applied to do something different. Will I get a chance still, or should I prepare to find another job? Honey, I would find another job if you possibly can. I would put some energy into it, and I would ask for it to show up. And if the babysitting job comes up, okay, fine. But if there's another thing that I can do, ask. Again, it's all about transformation. Brand new stuff, brand new energy. Okay. We don't like change, Diane. We do not like change. We do not like change, don't like change. For myself, I'm loving the change. I cannot wait to move. I cannot wait for my person to show up. I cannot wait for everything to just come together and move to Maui. It's going to be just fantastic because I allowed myself to get there. Not until this year. Not until this year. Hey, Laura. Right? Again, and that's how we know that's how we know that it's close. That's how we know that it's close. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Suzanne. Kathy, are they going to offer buyouts at work within the next year? I don't think so, Kathy. Especially with the turmoil that's coming. I don't think so. Especially on yearning for what you do for what you do for a living. Yeah. That spirit's saying no. No. Hey, Bryn, what's going on? So if you guys have a question, you can put it in the comment section in the feed, and I'll answer it for you. We got another 20 minutes, so see what goes on. Yeah, see who else wants some questions answered. You know. It's a miserable day in Detroit today, so cloudy and gross and windy and cold. It's gonna be cold all week. Well, it's gonna be 70s, but the wind is gonna make it cold. It's not real summer, so it's gonna go through July 4th, I think they said. Yeah, so. Yes, Kathy, you should. Yeah, you should. Pierce said just, plan on it. Plan on it. Exactly, Amanda. Exactly. See, because if you're in struggle, you're in 3D, and nothing can come to you in 3D, right? Because it's over with, it's done. There is no more abundance in 3D. So it's about asking them for what you want, and just making them your best friends. Talk to them all day long, all those types of things. Because it works, guys. I am the freaking poster child for that stuff. I am the poster child for that. Okay? Okay, Kimberly, you mentioned fear for a few here today. I'm working on letting fear go and trusting everything's... And Kimberly, it always will. It always will. That's the thing, is that we've had a snow job done on us with our ego because it worked 100 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, right? Because we were dumb, and ego was the thing that kept us up, fight or flight. Fight or flight. Well, if you fight, you're going to die anyway. If you're going to run, good luck with that, because the tiger's still going to catch you and eat you, right? Or the lion, or your enemy, whatever, right? So now, because we're smarter and we're in this dimensional energy that we're leaving 3D and going into 5, okay? Fear does not work in 5D. Absolutely does not work in 5D. And they will keep you in 3D in hell until you realize that and start to work on your emotional healing. It's all about emotional healing. It's all about healing the things from this lifetime, our childhood, and past lives. We chose right now to make this lifetime a culmination of all of our lives, to clear all that energy out. And they're ready to pull it out of us. But so many of us that are still emotional, haven't healed ourselves yet, we bind ourselves up. Because ego will tell you, well, who are we going to be if we're not emotional? Who are we going to be if we're not this bitch? Who are we going to be if we're not this person who doesn't like anybody? Who are we going to be if I go into solitude because I need to? Oh, she's just shy. No, she's thinking too much, number one. Number two is you got to learn and teach yourself how to let that go. Guided meditation is the best freaking way for emotional healing. It is the best way. Steve Nobel does a great emotional healing meditation that is like 30 minutes long, 35 minutes long. Just listen. And you'll cry your freaking eyes out. Your heart will be as big as a balloon, and eventually. And it's all about the breathing. It's all about getting yourself in that lightheaded state so that they can come down and clean out your energy without ego paying attention. Because it's not going to pay attention when you tell it to stop. I'm doing this meditation for me. If you can't shut it up, it does not know what the white light is, so it wants to pull you away from it. That's been its job for 12,000 years or more. You know, So when I tell people when they're going to start doing meditation and things like that, if you haven't done it before, which I'm assuming that you have, because most people that watch the program have, power through it. If you haven't, make yourself listen to it. And it doesn't matter if you are just listening and your heart is angry. That's okay. That's ego. It's tied to your brain and tied to your heart. And if your brain's busy, guess what? Heart is going to be like this. Ugh. So you can either give into it and try it again. Well, then you're letting ego win. Can't let ego win. Yeah. So hope that helped. Okay, Amanda, again, I've done great in chaos in the past, but it's just it's not. Amanda's not going to be comfortable anymore because they're trying to raise you into your fifth dimensional energy, and the place that you live and how you live is truly 3D. Yeah, truly 3D. Okay, so I'm starting to think. No, you're not doing anything wrong, except for bringing in that energy that serves you, letting go of that energy that does not serve you. Healing yourself, right? Continuing to heal yourself again and again, because your parents are toxic as hell. And when you're in that energy, you absorb that energy automatically. So you have to go home and you got to wipe it off, right? You got to do, oh no, I'm wiping it all off my body. Nope, I don't want to carry this stuff into my house. Don't take it in your house. Do it outside. So I think you live in a trailer, I think. So do it outside. Maybe you have I don't know. I doubt if you have a garage, like a shed or something, or you can just do it outside. Again, you can do it. Just wipe it off. Yep. Go on your face, go on your head, wipe it all off. Yeah. And you got to talk. I'm wiping all the energy off from being in there. I'm wiping all of it off. I'm wiping all of it off, Spirit, and I need you to take it. I need you to take it away. I'm wiping all of it off, Spirit. I need you to do your legs, do your butt, do your back as much as you can, do your legs, do your feet, right? Even with shoes on, just wipe your shoes, because your shoes got the stuff on it. See? Because I'm telling you, once you wipe your hands over your back, especially your chest, right? Or your neck, or your shoulders, or your belly, right? Something like that. The energy in your hands will help to bring that stuff off. It's kind of like electric, Spirit says. Kind of like electric. Yeah. Okay. So Alexis, so I'm used to being the person, people, being the person people come to when they need someone to talk to, but I've reached the point I'm incapable of feeling empathetic towards a lot of people. I become more focused on just keeping my own peace. Bravo. Is it ego telling me that I'm being selfish? Yes. Or am I actually being? No. You're supposed to be selfish. Okay? We're taught as children and through lifetimes that you're greedy or you're selfish. Share with your sister. Share with the rest of them. Okay? But I don't want to. It's mine. No. You need not to be selfish, and that's usually the people who have taken our power away. Ego grabs hold of that because it's a way to make you feel bad. Okay? There's lots of people that are used to being the go-to person for people to talk to because we're such good listeners and we give such great advice, blah, 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 blah. But what they're doing is they're vomiting, regurgitating their emotion on you and walking away. Oh, I love Alexa. She does so, oh my God, I love my friend. She does everything. But then what do you do with it? It's on your body. It's inside your body because you're open, you're emotional, and you're giving back conversation, and they're giving, again, it's a conversation, right? So every time that they say something to you, you're taking it into your body, taking into your body. And then what do you do with it all? You could have a bad day, you could not sleep that night. There's all kinds of different things. Again, wiping that stuff off if you're going to do that, but you don't believe you are anymore. But again, casting those people away that no longer serve you. You were that person for a reason. So you weren't lonely, so that you had friends. There's all kinds of different ways that we adjust as children to get our needs met. In every family, right? And, or it can be your friend group. You can be the one that people go to because you've never put it on them, right? Or you're the one who doesn't get the boy, or does get the boy, but then doesn't really want the boy, or all those types of things. There's all kinds of dynamics when we're children in school, and even at home, in the neighborhood and things like that, that we take on to survive. And now children that are our children, or our grandchildren at my age, right? They don't have that. They don't have that. So Alexis, good for you to that recognizing and going, okay, I'm not that person anymore. And you're not supposed to be that person anymore at all. Because now it's time for you to heal yourself. Yeah. And get that stuff out of you as often as you can. By talking to spirit. If you got a bitch, talk to them. Bitch at them. Right? Just bitch. You know, I use the word, I'm a big person on the F word and mother in front of it. And blah, 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 and get that energy all out of your body and let it go. Bitch about people that have done that to you. Again, you can do that because that counteracts ego and it allows that energy to be displaced and out of your body. Okay? Why do I have such a difficulty relationship with my stepdaughter? I think things get better and then everything backslides. Because, Nancy, it has nothing to do with you. You just have to, it's her. And she's never going to be daughterly with you, okay? She's focused on her dad, but not you. So again, read the room, right? But you have a need, Spirit says, for her to like you. Heal that part of yourself. Heal that part of yourself. That goes back to being a child. For your mom liking you, Spirit says. Does that make sense? I think it does. Yeah. But people liking you. But again, you were a ballerina, right? So that's gratification. That is being on stage and being wonderful at what you did. And the applause and good job. And again, that's who you are. But now in this part of your life, you can actually heal that part of yourself. That why doesn't she like me? We backsliding, but I don't know why. It's her, not you. Yeah, it's her. It's her stuff. It's her stuff. Okay? I think they're better and then everything back. Yeah, that's what it is. Hi, Angel. Definitely going through emotional stuff. I'm working with an actor. With an actor is not available. She's frustrated. I'm frustrated. And I understand, but what doesn't matter, make it, but why, I understand why, but it doesn't make it easier. That's because, again, Angel, like I was telling Nancy, it's about healing that part of yourself, okay? That is triggered by her. There's a reason why you're being triggered by her. And is that because that was you as a child? Or is that you and your family? Or, oh, I just got chills. They're right there, yeah. Yeah, there's something there, Angel, that she's supposed to be there to trigger you so that you can heal that part of yourself. Yeah. Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. Hi, Audrey. What's going on? Just question and answer today. So if you got a question, put it in the comments and I'll answer it for you. Okay? As best I can. Got about another 10 minutes. So yeah. And the reason, guys, I'm doing question and answer is because the connection that I've had in the past has changed so much, I can no longer do what I did before because my vibration is up here. Yeah, so it's really difficult for me to, because I watched the channeling session when I reposted my grandfather's video. That Spirit wanted me to look at 2 months ago. And then I found it in my download, blah, 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 on May 15th. And I watched it. And I can't be that guy anymore. It's fantastic. I mean, I looked at it and went, holy shit. I mean, I do that all the time. I can't do that anymore because it just doesn't, my vibration's high. And so the energy is much higher and it's harder to bring myself down. Yeah. Hey, Tim. How you doing? Yeah. So, okay. So, Angel, yes, of course. I see her the same way. Yeah, see? It's about healing. It's about, there's always something to heal until there's not, right? And there's always going to be something that triggers you so that you can look at it and work on it and heal it much faster. Because all of us have gone through that transformation, right? And it's going to continue. But it gets easier as we go because our big stuff has already been healed. Then there's just little bits and pieces that we have to clean up on. Yeah, you too. I'm glad you caught my live. So Taz, ancient money coming in well, Taz, you can't make it happen. You've got to be in that place of being and just living, and nothing bothers you at all. It just is, you're just comfortable with the status quo. You can feel that it's coming. You can feel that things are changing. You can feel all kinds of things. But if you're using social media to get more confirmation, which is what I do on Facebook Reels and on YouTube and even YouTube Shorts or whatever it's called, they'll bring you stuff. Again, I know that mine is coming because the person's coming and the money's coming, so I can move. Yeah. But everybody's different. It'll be more prevalent as we go forward past 2026, but you can't yearn for it. You can't expect it because it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Manifestation does not work like that, and that's when we have to get out of our human third dimensional self and let that shit go and just not project, just allow, just be, just allow, that's when you can actually be comfortable and out of expectation. Because Spirit has always said, when you live in expectation, you're going to crash. You're going to crash. I've done that many times, and then you just kind of learn, I shouldn't, I'm not going to do that because it hurts too much. It's too disappointing, Been there, done that at 66, right? I had enough disappointment in freaking life. Anyway. Hi, Kathy. How are you, my friend? Different health challenges keep showing up. Why? Okay. Age, number one. But you're not going anyplace, so don't worry about that. But health challenges are part of the deal of healing. I don't know how often, because you're so talented. She's an amazing reader. And she's like, just her energy is fabulous. How much do you embrace them? Have you asked them why? And have you received an answer? That's what Spirit says. Yeah. And that is part of that transformation, right? Is that no matter what age we are, so Spirit is like, you're going to be okay because you need to, I'm sure you have, but I'm going to say this anyway because they're telling me to, ask them to heal you. And you don't have to call on anybody specific, they say. Ask them to heal you with not that. With, they keep showing me something, but I don't know what it is. Not reproduction. Oh, Kathy, call me sometime. You got my phone number, right? Call me on the phone. Because regenerative, that's what it is. We're going to be able to regenerate our insides probably by 2030, some of us. They're working on the gene now to click it from off to on that they found. So we can regenerate our insides, our major organs, and also going to the ocean. Yeah. The Spirit talked about that years ago, like probably a year ago, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. But Kathy, call me sometime. You don't have to pay for it. Just call me. Yeah. I'd love to talk to you. So probably get all kinds of cool stuff. You never know, right? That's for sure. That's for sure. So, okay, guys, we got 3 more minutes. If anybody has a question, I will take it from you, please. Yep. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to everything. Everything's happening so fast. It's going to be very, 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 very cool. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good place to be in if you can be in it. Again, it's taken me forever to be this calm about stuff and not interfere. Doesn't do any good to interfere, you know. Oh, so Taz to Kathy says, I sometimes call on the Arcturians for healing. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Again, I don't do that because I expect them to, you know. Yeah, I expect them to. So anyway, yeah. Hey, Ben, how are you, my buddy? What's going on? Is everything still on track for July, meaning oh, it's already happening, my friend. Mercury retrograde shadow is already in place. It happens goes retrograde for 3.5 weeks, the 29th till the 26th of next month. And that's when everything's going to blow up. But let me read the rest of your question. And having us use the cash, and right, that's going to happen. Like I said at the beginning of the program, from what I get, it's going to be, because everything that's going on, military may remove the people sometime in July. If somebody passes away, it'll definitely happen. Yeah, definitely happen. But yeah, it's still, don't worry about it because you're golden, right? Don't worry about anything. But it is, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But it is, it may go further, right? You may experience it being this much, or other people may experience this much. It all depends on where you're at in your journey. And you're pretty far. I mean, you're so connected, and I mean, you embody it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. Yeah. It's gonna be life-changing. It's gonna be life-changing. It truly is. It isn't really gonna be scary and things like that. Hi Ivy. How are you? Gosh, it's good to see you too. That one picture of you, Ivy, is amazing. I don't know when you took that picture, but you look like you're like 30. It's like, wow. Yeah. Yeah. So again, it's going to be exciting because it's going to be change and it's going to be kind of cool. But like Spirit said a minute ago, you may do it like this and others may do it like this. You know, just don't watch the crazy stuff on TV. Don't watch that stuff. I don't watch anything, you know, so it's like, that's what you got to do. What you got to do. Yeah. But it's going to be good. Again, the pandemic was not that bad for me. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually good because I didn't have to go outside. Didn't really have to do anything. Yeah, so it was pretty good. It's going to be worse than that, but it's just going to be how we react to empty shelves and supply chains going down and things like that. And that's really when everything will really start to come to pass. And they'll go in and remove those people. Yeah. Okay. So, thanks everybody. Hey Barb, what's going on? I'm just getting off, sister. So if you have a question, put it on the YouTube feed. Okay? Because I will delete this without looking at anything. I just deleted usually at 8 o'clock at night. Okay? Because it's just easier for me to look at it there because it never leaves. I don't have to delete anything. See? So if you have a further question or a question for sure, right? If you're watching this on YouTube later today or in the future, put your question down. I'll get a notification and I'll answer it for you. Okay? That's the easiest thing to do. If you're watching this on YouTube until 8 o'clock, right? Somebody last week said, well, Bill, I was watching the video and it disappeared. That's because I deleted it. Usually my cutoff is 8 o'clock for people to see it. Without going to YouTube. And please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a 7-word comment, or 7 emojis, whatever. Somebody said that will help the algorithms to get to people. Also, when it's on YouTube, if you hit the star or the stars tab, it makes it monetary, and it doesn't cost you a thing. But the stars are very important. I started doing it this week, and it also shares it with more people. Because it's something that more and more people just tap on that, and it will come to me, okay? But I need to get to 1,000 followers there to make it to monetize it. I'm already monetized on Facebook. So again, guys, if you see things on Facebook, please like them. Please like them, because it helps to gain more support. Yeah, they send me a check every month. It's not for very much, but I'd like to make it more, just because, yeah. So anyway, guys, readings are still on sale to the end of the month. billhobart.com. If you want to join the memberships, which is a fabulous tribe of people, men and women, been together for a while, billhobart.com. Any questions, you know where to find me, right? Phone number's on the website, so is my, you can, again, Facebook message me, right? Yeah. So I'm always around. If you do it later at night, I probably won't answer it until the morning, because I shut down at a certain time. Yeah, about 7 o'clock. Once I got my last walk with Daisy in, about 8 o'clock for her, then I chillax until bedtime. So anyway, guys, namaste. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for joining me on the podcast. I love it. Love you guys too. And I'll see you next Thursday. Coach for the Soul, Thursday at 3. See you guys.